What if I told you that the airplane bathroom isn't actually the dirtiest place on your flight? That pilots sometimes crash land on purpose? And that ordering coffee could actually make you sick? Whether you're a nervous first-time flyer or someone who's crossed more time zones than they can count, these 15 air travel secrets will completely change how you approach your next trip. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at flying the same way again. Let me start with something that might shock you. Ever experienced a landing that felt like the plane was about to break apart? Before you panic about pilot error, here's what's really happening. When weather conditions are rough, especially with wet or icy runways, pilots deliberately perform what's called a firm landing. This isn't recklessness, it's precision flying. The extra force helps the aircraft's wheels penetrate through standing water and establish proper contact with the runway surface. Without this technique, planes could hydroplane just like cars do on wet roads, leading to far more dangerous situations. So next time you feel that jarring touchdown, remember that controlled impact might have just prevented a real emergency. Now let's talk about those safety announcements everyone ignores. When flight attendants tell you to put your tray table up and seat back in the upright position, this isn't just airline protocol, it's literally about survival. During takeoffs and landings, which are statistically the most dangerous phases of any flight, that tray table could become a deadly obstacle. If you need to evacuate quickly, a lowered tray can trap you in your seat or slow down the person behind you. Similarly, reclined seats can prevent passengers from assuming the proper brace position during an emergency. These simple adjustments can mean the difference between a quick evacuation and a catastrophic delay when every second counts. Here's something that might make you reconsider that in-flight coffee. The water used to brew hot beverages doesn't come from sealed bottles. Instead, it's drawn from the aircraft's internal water tanks, which have been in service for years and rarely receive thorough cleaning. Multiple studies have found concerning levels of bacteria in airplane water supplies, with some samples testing positive for harmful microorganisms. Even experienced flight attendants often avoid drinking anything made with tap water during flights. If you need caffeine, stick to sealed beverages or bring your own. Your digestive system will thank you later. Have you ever wondered why crew members insist you raise your window shade during critical flight phases? It's not about enjoying the view, it's about emergency preparedness. Flight attendants need immediate visual access to conditions outside the aircraft. If there's a fire on one side of the plane, debris blocking an exit, or other hazards, that window becomes a crucial information source. The crew uses these visual cues to determine which emergency exits are safe to use and which should remain closed. Your cooperation with this simple request could help save dozens of lives in a crisis situation. Here's a physics lesson that affects your drink service. Ever notice how long it takes to get a soda during flight? The reduced cabin pressure at cruising altitude completely changes how carbonated beverages behave. When cola is poured at altitude, it foams excessively, forcing flight attendants to use a slow, methodical pouring technique. They must pour small amounts, wait for the foam to settle, then repeat the process multiple times. This isn't inefficient service, it's the only way to actually fill your cup without creating a bubbly mess throughout the cabin. Now for something that might surprise you about aircraft cleanliness. While most passengers assume the bathroom is the most contaminated area, scientific testing reveals a different truth. Your tray table harbors significantly more bacteria than the toilet flush button. These surfaces see constant use but receive minimal cleaning between flights. Passengers eat meals, change diapers, and place all manner of personal items on these tables without any sanitization in between. Before using your tray table, take a moment to wipe it down with disinfectant. The same applies to armrests, seatbelt buckles, and entertainment screens. Here's a critical safety tip about sleeping during flights. While rest is important on long journeys, avoid sleeping during takeoff and landing phases. Rapid pressure changes during these periods require active management through yawning, swallowing, or chewing to prevent painful ear problems. If you're unconscious during these pressure changes, your body can't naturally equalize, potentially leading to serious discomfort or injury. Additionally, since most aviation incidents occur during these critical flight phases, staying alert could be vital if emergency procedures need to be followed. That cozy window seat might seem perfect for napping, but think twice before resting your head against the glass. Aircraft windows receive virtually no cleaning between flights, accumulating germs from countless previous passengers. You're essentially making skin contact with a surface that's been touched by hundreds of strangers. If you need head support, bring a clean travel pillow or wear a hood to create a barrier between your skin and the aircraft surface. Let's address footwear and aircraft floors. Going barefoot on an airplane exposes you to one of the most contaminated environments you'll encounter. Aircraft carpets and floors harbor everything from spilled beverages to biological contaminants from fellow passengers. The lavatory floors are particularly hazardous, with liquids that aren't always what they appear to be. If your feet need relief from tight shoes, wear clean socks or bring lightweight slippers rather than going completely barefoot. Here's something every passenger should understand about emergency equipment. Those emergency slides aren't toys or convenience features. Deploying a slide unnecessarily can delay flights for hours and cost airlines thousands of dollars in repacking fees. More importantly, improper deployment can cause serious injury. Some frustrated passengers have activated emergency slides thinking it would speed up deplaning, only to face criminal charges and lifetime flight bans. Emergency equipment should only be used when crew members specifically direct you to do so. Your choice of footwear can literally be a matter of life and death during emergencies. Flip-flops, high heels, and backless sandals are terrible choices for air travel. During an evacuation, loose footwear will slip off, leaving you barefoot on potentially dangerous surfaces. High heels are particularly problematic because they can puncture emergency slides, compromising evacuation equipment for everyone. Choose sturdy, closed-toe shoes with good traction. They might not win fashion awards, but they could save your life during an emergency evacuation over hot tarmac or debris-covered ground. Overhead bin safety is something most travelers never consider. Just because your bag fits doesn't mean it should go up there if it's heavy or awkwardly shaped. During turbulence, overhead compartments can pop open, turning your luggage into dangerous projectiles. Passengers have suffered serious injuries from falling bags during unexpected turbulence. If you struggle to lift your bag easily, either ask for assistance or store it under the seat in front of you. Pack lighter when possible. Your back and fellow passengers will appreciate it. Certain items pose unique risks in aircraft environments. Pressurized containers like spray deodorants and shaving cream can explode due to cabin pressure changes, which is why they're restricted on most flights. Power banks and portable chargers contain lithium batteries that can overheat or catch fire if damaged, which is why they must be in carry-on luggage where crew can respond quickly to any problems. Stick deodorants are fine, but leave pressurized items at home or pack them in checked luggage where pressure changes won't cause problems. Finally, let's address those airport security scanners that cause so much anxiety. The radiation exposure from these machines is incredibly minimal, far less than you'll receive from cosmic radiation during the actual flight. Transportation Security Administration staff stand near these machines for entire shifts without health concerns. Even the larger baggage screening equipment poses no significant radiation risk. The exposure is so minimal that it's not even measurable on standard detection equipment. Your flight at cruising altitude will expose you to more radiation than walking through security. And here's one last reality check about emergency situations. Despite what Hollywood movies suggest, passengers cannot successfully land commercial aircraft. Even with extensive flight simulator experience or pilot tutorials, the complexity, stress, and real-world variables would overwhelm any untrained individual. While a few amateur pilots have managed emergency landings in small private aircraft, no passenger has ever successfully landed a commercial jetliner. This is why aircraft have multiple pilots and extensive backup systems. Leave the flying to trained professionals who spend years learning these incredibly complex systems. These 15 insights reveal just how much most travelers don't know about the flying experience. From understanding why pilots make certain decisions to recognizing real safety priorities, this knowledge can transform your next journey from stressful uncertainty to informed confidence. Flying remains one of the safest forms of transportation, but knowing these secrets helps you make smarter decisions and stay more comfortable throughout your travels. The next time you board an aircraft, you'll notice details other passengers miss. You'll make better choices about what to eat and drink, how to position yourself for safety, and what items to pack in your carry-on. Most importantly, you'll understand that many things that seem random or inconvenient actually serve important safety purposes. Share these insights with fellow travelers, because informed passengers make every flight safer and more pleasant for everyone aboard.